Welcome to part 2 of refinishing this busted table. Last time I left you, I stripped the whole thing, and when I opened it, I found this beautiful, lovely stain. Look at it. We are going to prime the table, and I'm using a Zinsser primer, and it's thick, and it left streaks. Horrible, horrible streaks. Who the hell likes streaks? So the natural thing to do is sand it off. Let's start over again, because you know what? We're learning. We want a smooth finish, and we're going to learn, and we're going to have patience, and we're not going to curse, damn it. So we're trying a different technique. Now, I'm going to brush on the primer to get the bulk of it on there. Now, this primer is very thick, real thickums. So I'm trying to get the most coverage that I can on this, again, to prevent from the wood color from bleeding through my finish. And then I'm taking a roller, as you'll see here in a moment. Here we go. There's that roller. We're going to roll and flatten out that primer. And really just to get a bit more coverage out of it and make sure we're not leaving it thick in too many places and just getting rid of those lines. Now, I love these foam rollers. They're cost effective and everyone likes a cheap project. And I'm not too worried that I'm not covering everything because the paint I'm using is quite dark. But the idea here is just to get most of it covered and something for the paint to adhere to. This worked out really well. I was quite happy, not cursing. Look at that beautifulness. And then as soon as I finished and I was about ready to start painting, it got really windy. So F that noise. I'm going to have to close the garage door, which boo. Now it's time to prepare the paint. I'm using this Frosch additive. Basically, it essentially turns any latex-based paint into furniture chalk paint. I like it. It provides a really beautiful finish. It really self-levels the paint even further than what paint you're using. And it provides a really hard finish. And everyone likes hard. So, go out and buy some stuff. It'll make your project go a lot easier and faster. Now, I like to use smart water to mix it up because, bougie like that. I mean, who doesn't like bougie? But you basically mix the powder up till you get what I'll just friendly call Elmer's glue looking consistency. Then add your paint and then you just shake it up. I mean, how easy is that? That is super easy, and it makes painting a lot simpler. As you can see here, it just goes on so smoothly, and it goes on so well, and it doesn't streak, which is fantastic to me. Now, if you're spraying this, that'll make it a lot smoother and probably a lot faster, but I like the hand finish. So what you want to do is actually go on thin. You don't want to put in too much of a thick paint. This is a time where you don't want it to be thick because you don't want those streaks. And just get yourself psyched to do this 3 more times because that's how many coats it'll take to actually get this true beautiful color. The darker the color, the more coats that you're going to have to do because that's just how life is. That's how life works. You go in gung-ho on these projects and then halfway through you're like, why did I start this? What is my life? What am I doing? And then the sudden relaxation of painting becomes this tormenting, awful thing. At least for me, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm enjoying myself at this moment. 2 coats later, I want this to end. But as you can see, this paint's going on really nicely, getting a nice smooth finish. It's covering well. I'm enjoying life at this moment right now. But towards the end, when I'm doing this the 3rd time, I'm just kind of like, when will this end? When will this end? But it's so joyful to see just it being covered up and covering all of that white. Oh, just look at the paint strokes. Look at the paint strokes. And don't worry if you don't get it the first time, because again, you'll torture yourself putting on 2 more coats. Did I mention that you're going to put 2 more coats onto this? Because when you prime something, that's how much it takes, apparently. Here I am painting the edge because I thought I was going to actually leave this to be the natural wood, but for whatever reason, I was like, I don't want to sand this anymore. I'm kind of done with this. So we're just going to paint this the blue color. I'm kind of glad I did because I think if it left it natural, it would not have looked as great. So here we are painting it blue. And again, it's going to need a third coat because I torture myself. Remember these ugly feet? Well, they're still ugly. They're still grimy. And they're not that shiny. So we're going to use some Brasso to helpfully restore them. Now, you should definitely read the back of the packaging because I didn't. Should have gloves on, should have a door open, should have a mask on. Did I do any of those things? Nope, did not. So it was a real bad time for me using this stuff. I got through 2 feet and then quickly realized they were lacquered. So it wasn't really doing anything. There was no shininess. They were still the same dull, ugly, antique-looking feet. So I ended up cleaning the other 2 using soap and water and making sure I got all of this Brasso out of the other 2 that I cleaned with it. And I ended up refinishing using some Rust-Oleum in matte gold. Did I videotape it? No, I didn't. I did not do that because I didn't think about it because I was just frustrated at this point. But here they are. They look beautiful. Very happy with them. I'm applying a pre-stain wood conditioner in hopes to avoid splotchiness on the table. We are going to whitewash this. Essentially, all you have to do is put a little on with a brush or a sponge and then wait a couple minutes for it to soak into the wood, and then you wipe it off with a pure cotton towel or a rag. And, well, damn it, it came out splotchy. I was so pissed. But you know what? We're not going to let this get to us. I went ahead and sanded down the entire top using a 320 grit sandpaper and did the whole process again. And you know what? It turned out beautiful. I was really happy after the second time. Was I frustrated? Yes. But you know what? We're learning. We're learning. We're getting our zen. I got rid of that horrible, weird mystery stain in the middle. I went ahead and primed the top and painted it. And I went ahead and clear coated this with a satin clear coat. And here's some beautiful shots. I mean, look at those gold feet, that top. Oh, the blue is just so wonderful. I'm happy the way this table came out. And I'm happy you watched this video with me. So yeah, thank you guys. Links in the description for materials used. Follow for more flips. Okay, bye!